Everywhere we go, no matter what country, technology is already there. I have lived in more than 40 countries around the world. It was my pleasure. It was my great joy. And I am sharing with you that even the least developed nations, technology was there. I'm RONE DE BEAUVOIR, founder and CEO of XL Crypto Partners. We are a unique company, fintech company, that looks for the undermarketed. We look for the unbanked, whether they're women, girls, or SMEs. XL Crypto Partners is all about accelerating the life of those who cannot manage or who are not included in the rest of society. When I first started XL Crypto Partners, I had a vision, I had a desire, and I can go as far as saying I had and still have an insatiable appetite for the unbanked. My goal, my vision, my mission was to accelerate their life through crypto, blockchain, AI, gaming, anything to do with that genre. My goal was to accelerate their lives the way mine was through Bitcoin and Ethereum. You have no doubt heard my story. I speak at summits all over the world, and I talk about how 28 years ago, I was the victim of a Ponzi scheme. I lost $700,000, all my clothes, my IDs, my work, opportunities to work, my car, everything. All I had were the clothes on my back. Interesting, isn't it? You look at me and you don't see a situation such as that befalling me. My father at the time was very much alive, but I said nothing. I didn't tell him, I didn't tell my mother. Oh, there are reasons for that. I was angry, I was embarrassed, I felt stupid, I felt ignorant. I felt, how could I succumb to such a scheme? Well, it's my own fault. He was a friend of mine, he had a hedge fund, I thought I could trust him. I'm not sure which president, US president, said it. I can't remember at the moment. So I don't want to say the name incorrectly, but that particular president said, trust but verify. That's not something that I did at the time. Fast forward to today. I've been on stages where I talked about that event and how I evolved from that event to become the passionate pioneer for the unbanked and crypto that I have become. I would like to share with you the new achievements of XL Crypto Partners, because when I first started, I used money that I earned, that I had. I didn't have investors. I didn't have a big staff. I still don't have a big staff. I don't find it necessary. I take a small group and we manage and work well in securing and solidifying the vision and then releasing it to the world. One of the main features that has evolved in XL Crypto Partners is biometrics. Aha! You might well imagine when I lost my passport, my ID, I went through hell trying to prove who I was. After I was able to achieve that, it stuck with me every step along the way, what I had to endure, what I had to do to prove who I was. Because I've lived in 40 countries around the world, after I would speak on stage, I would go with NGOs and see where the needs were in villages. Can you imagine during that time in my life, I discovered what people were lacking. The first thing was an ID. There were people my mother's age, in their 80s, that had never had an ID, that gave birth to children, not in a hospital, but in the weeds. And that stayed with me. Consequently, when I was on the streets, once again, when I did not have to be, but I chose, in my right mind, I might add, to go through that, because I knew that God had a greater plan and purpose for my life later. Talk about the impact of the future for humanity through technology. That is what my startup, XO Crypto Partners, is all about. So the first product we have launched is Biometrics. We have a unique system that scans the face of the identity of that individual. It is so wonderful in that it not only in the back office shows us how they did it, what form of technology they used. We're able to see that they didn't try to slip in something illegal or crooked. For example, at home using somebody else's face. Everything is done through that biometric. And if they already have an ID, our system shows us that an identity already exists. I started off wanting to do fingerprint. I met with the company. They provided me travel-size fingerprint machines so that we could do it that way. But with 500 million people being unbanked, 50 million of them having mobile phones and access to the internet, I quickly turned my vision around. And I realized we would be more impactful by way of utilizing the mobile phone. Now, these people are not people with a handbag and a wallet, such as I may carry every day. Everything is stuffed somewhere on the body, while the mobile phone and maybe a water bucket is carried in one or the other hand. Imagine now the mobile phone being the ID that the unbanked now carry. We also have the biometric kiosks. We are selling them to hospitals, to wellness facilities, to educational facilities in Sri Lanka and Kenya and Uganda and all these countries, Manila. And when the participant or individual enters the door of that facility, they are faced with our machine and they stand in front of it. It scans their face, they type in their information, and then it prints out this nice little black and white ID that they can peel away and place on their lapel. Or they can just simply give it to the banker or the person they're meeting with. If they choose not to use the kiosk, they've always got their mobile phone. So that's one of the newest developments with XO Crypto Partners. We are launching it and extending it in different countries now. We started in Sri Lanka, and now we're moving on to Kenya and Uganda. Manila will be later this year. Why those countries? Because they have the highest and most prevalent of unbanked than any nations around the world. Another achievement at XO Crypto Partners is verifiable credentials. With our partnership with Trinsic, we were able to build, yours truly, an ecosystem that provides a wallet, and the credentials that have been verified through our ecosystem for that end user. And it's all maintained and kept in their wallet. It's exciting to see a farmer face to face jumping and cheering about being able now to connect his business as a farmer to a supply chain, all because he's been verified. He has verifiable credentials. There's more. We have created in our ecosystem a very non-complicated email ID. This is exciting because it ties in, all of these features tie into our new brand known as Identify Me. All of these new products that I'm sharing with you are products that help us to identify that end user. Imagine now the enhancement and the empowerment of an individual who has never had an ID, who has never had a bank account. Our mobile app and even our website facilitates that need, all with our compliments and no charge to them. And then finally, with our partnership with Facecast, we now have a private TV channel. That channel trains the unbanked, again with our compliments, in technology. We have training. All they have to do is go to the link, they sign their name, their email address, they get a code, and that code opens up the day that training begins to broadcast. It is worldwide, and it is a broadcast TV channel, but exclusively for the unbanked, for women, for girls. We cover everything from AI, blockchain, smart contracts, even to period poverty, something that is highly needed in the countries I've mentioned. We have more coming. One of the newest developments that I have right now at Excel, that I, along with another developer, are completing now, is AI in gaming. Oh, the AI gaming and what we're doing with that through digital literacy. Everything is about to empower, to inform, to educate. My mantra, as you perhaps have heard, is touch, heal, and inspire. These are the newest developments of XL Crypto Partners. But don't slide under a rock, because I'm not done yet. There are new plans in the works, in development, and we are not only going to rock steady, but we're going to rock the world. I'm RONE de Beauvoir, founder and CEO of XL Crypto Partners and our new mobile app for the unbanked, Xfinity Elite. I hope that you will join us to touch, to heal, and inspire humanity through technology. All the best. Merci beaucoup. Bonne journée. Au revoir.